Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to you from Silkeborg in Denmark and the LGT World Women's Curling Championship 2019. Silkeborg dates back to the late 1700s, grew up as a result of a paper mill in the centre of the town. That's long gone now. Plenty of beautiful buildings on the banks of Denmark's longest river, the River Gothenburg. Our round-robin action continues in the Silkeborg Sports Centre. That was built in 2007. Lots of sports going on here, but it's curling that's centre stage. And here we are now in session 8 of the round-robin. And our featured match-up here is Canada against Finland. That'll be the one we'll be concentrating on, but we'll give you updates from elsewhere in the arena, the other 3 games going on as well. These are the 2 teams being introduced to the crowd. Lots of fans from around the world here to watch these World Championships. The best female curlers on the planet are inside this arena this evening. We're very much looking forward to it. I'm Alison Walker, and alongside me, Kenny Edwards, bringing you live commentary. We'll get a word with Kenny in a moment, but in the meantime, here are the lineups for Canada. Lead player Rochelle Brown. Playing second for Canada, Dana Ferguson. Sarah Wilkes, third player. And there's the Canadian skip, Chelsea Carey. Lined up for Finland, Lotta Immonen playing lead. Maja Salmiro-Virta is playing second. Mr. Juhasa is third. The Finnish skip, Una Kausta. Standings so far, China going very well indeed. No losses as yet. Sweden just behind on 4-1. Korea, Russia and Japan following them. Canada 2-2, the same as Germany, Scotland, Switzerland and the USA. And amongst the 3 at the bottom, still to get off to a win, is Finland. Can they do that this evening, I wonder? So elsewhere tonight we have the United States against Russia, Latvia against Scotland, Denmark will play China, and our featured game, Canada against Finland. So players just wishing each other a good game. And Finland looking in good spirits, Kenny, despite not getting that first win.
Yeah, absolutely, Alison. They've created some chances, though, to find themselves 0-4 so early on in the week. It's a little bit of a shock. Had a few chances against some teams in the first 4 games, so I don't think this is going to be plain sailing for Canada. Canada somewhat struggled a little bit to find form.
And they played teams towards the top, teams towards the bottom, and lost to both. So it really is. We'll get an idea in the first few ends. It's so hard for teams when they just can't get that first win. It's almost like you just have to get it, and then you're off and running.
Probably play a tick if she throws the guard. Do you like that? Just keep the middle open. Yeah.
And Canada just losing it earlier today. Time to regroup, get back on track.
Everyone to turn off their cell phones, and please no flash photography during the games.
And always, expectation levels of Canada are always huge, Kenny.
Yeah, for sure, Alison. They are wearing the maple leaf on their backs, so there's a big expectation for them to deliver not only a medal, but that gold medal.
So let's see how this one pans out. Canada will be red stones, Finland yellow. And getting us underway will be Lotta Immonen, the 22-year-old lead player for Finland, born in Helsinki and plays out of Alans Curling Club. And first year on this team with Una Kausta. And on the outside sheet here, in the Silkeborg Sports Centre,
Hyvä. Sen 13-1. 13.
Okay.
Rochelle Brown, 32-year-old Canadian lead. She's a teacher. Lives in Edmonton in Canada.
Yep.
And
Yep.
as a little boy,
Oh, Dana. Anything.
Finn Brown just 4 months old.
What was it in the end? 9-1.
So a lot going on in her life, that's for sure.
Oh, that.
Yeah, very interesting that Canada are just following Finland and just playing the takeouts. I have seen Canada take the game on, but this is maybe just showing the level of confidence maybe in this Canadian side, just maybe not where it needs to be at the moment.
Yeah, on 2-2 at the moment, this team. And just lost out to Japan earlier today.
Very nice. Yeah, 8-9. Good job, guys.
And they can't afford to underestimate any team in this competition.
Good calls.
Every country qualifying completely on merit. This is Maya Samirovirta,
Good try.
second player.
Wait, was Hannah okay?
9. Or 8-9.
8?
8-9.
Me?
Been playing on this team for about 4 years or so. Played in the Women's Worlds in 2016 and 2015 when Finland finished 11th.
Näytti ihan hyvältä. Joo, mä käyn huomannut kyllä. Sai 9-4. Okei, vähän rauhallinen. Saattaa olla toi reuna vaan.
And it's always the case that the lesser known curling nations raise their game against the likes of the Canadians. So I think we're in for a good old tussle here. Here's Dana Ferguson, second player for Canada.
Where do you want it?
She works in curling as a development coach.
Yeah, we're just the guard. Halfway.
Plays out of Savo Sports Centre in Edmonton.
Way too late, sorry.
Yeah, certainly a hotbed, Savile Sports Centre for top curlers.
Yeah, we've got some great programs going on there, producing some wonderful players. Great junior program too, connected to the University of Alberta.
Yeah, they were looking to peel that corner guard off, so that's maybe the chance that Canada were waiting for.
Rules of play for you. These round robin matches are 6 ends minimum. There's a 38-minute thinking time and the 160-second time out generally towards the end of the game when the big decisions have to be made.
Top 12. It's gonna keep a broom down, okay? Weeds close.
Mine's good.
Top 12, top 8.
Needs to curl if anything.
Just
Oh,
there.
mine's really good now.
We're there.
Top 8. Just here, just
Top
here.
8. It's good. Good call, Sarah.
Good judge.
Yeah, nice drawing behind the corner, fully buried.
I got an 80. I thought I was really coming out hard.
Tuu reippaalla!
Mr. Juhas, 31-year-old, third for Finland.
Yeah, we're just going to peel that off. It didn't look at the run back at all. Canada straight away, just going to split the rings, get some separation.
What a time, Sarah, short time.
Yeah, it was a 13.
Okay.
So
Sarah Wilkes for Team Canada, playing
Okay.
third position, the vice skip.
I think it's all there though.
Okay.
Works as a student advisor at the University of Alberta,
T.
Mine's good.
originally from Toronto.
Top 8. Top 12. Yeah, gotta go.
Make sure.
First year on this team.
Gotta go, really gotta go. Really gotta go.
Super's working hard just to get that into the
Nice.
rings.
Yeah.
And they get it there.
Press that.
Yeah. That's close.
Yeah.
Felt like I threw a lot of weight.
Yep. He did.
Second stone for Esther Juhas, who's a curling instructor in Helsinki.
Maija jatkaa omaa. 6,5.
Yeah, so from one hit and roll, a nose and a corner guard, Canada have a great chance in this first end. I think they need it to settle their nerves. Sitting on 2 and 2, they fully expect to be sitting 4 and 0.
Hard. Fresh there again. She did that well. Good, Sarah. Oh, I got a 9-8.
Wow.
Ended up being 9-6.
Okay.
Numbers flying about there, Kenny.
It looked really similar to yours.
Yeah, they're just talking about the weight they're throwing, the time from the
You did.
tee line to the hog line,
Hog
to hog line, so they can actually understand how quick the ice is, how quick they've thrown it. You will hear some other numbers, and a lot of teams use zonal numbers, so 1 just being over the hog line, tee line being 6 or 7. Every team's got a different way of calling the game. It's just a lot clearer than shouting in an arena when there's a lot of noise going on. There's other matchups here going on, another 3 matchups. It can be fairly loud at times.
Yeah,
Luulen, että
communication has to
nousee
be
jonkin verran
clear
vielä tässä kohtaa.
and concise.
Kumpi kivi ekaksi? Ei oo väliä. Tuplaa. Joo.
Una Kausta, the 31-year-old skip for Finland. He's in Helsinki. He's a hairdresser and makeup artist, and she's not curling. And the bronze at the Europeans in 2015. Hits and rolls to the top of that 8-foot area.
Mä ajattelin sitä niin, että se on niinku helpompi mahdollisuus se, että jos ei tule tuplaa, niin että se oma jää. Joo. Että se, että ne joutuu kuitenkin heittää poistoa. Niin siinä on enemmän mahdollisuuksia.
And Finland won through into this Worlds by virtue of a World Qualification event in New Zealand not too long ago. It's a new competition, a new way of getting in, Kenny, and Finland found a way in.
Yeah, I think it's a good way, especially for the Pacific teams, so they don't get as many spots as the Europeans.
Chazakiri, skip for Canada, 34 now. Represented Canada at the Worlds in 2016 when they finished 4th. And she's delighted to be back on this stage. Really happy to be here representing Canada. Hits and sticks. And Canada lying 2.
Yeah.
What that end up being?
9-8.
Okay, yeah. Pois ja yritetään saada rollia. Se Maija nousi aika paljon tuolta toiselta puolelta. Oletaan, että tämä reuna saattaa olla vielä vähän huurusempi. Kohta nähdään.
Una Kausta just probably going to play the out-turn takeout and try and roll underneath this red and try and use that red stone in the 12-foot as a guard. Make it difficult for Canada to score their 2. Must be close to this one. Hit. And that one's going to roll a little bit too far, out of play.
The angle was good. Not too much on it.
So just hit the paint for a score of 2 in this first end for Chelsea Carey. A very soft 2 to give up in the first end.
Okay, this is your guys' ice from practice, you and Sarah, so?
Yep.
They've been patient though, Canada. They
Probably similar to what I threw in.
Yeah, I would
kept
say.
it simple.
Yeah, was still slow.
Yeah, I think it's just not as slidey as earlier, but
Yeah.
this is the better of the pass, I
I
think.
think it'll curl quite a bit, so it's,
Yep.
I think it's a put it there, like I'll make sure I'm positive with
Yep.
it.
Okay, 14, positive throws, great.
Okay.
So last stone of the first end.
Room down. I thought we were all there right now. Yeah, we're all
Canada.
there right now. Can I sweep?
Fairly straightforward.
We're a little hot, we're hot.
Shot for 2 points here.
No.
Get them off and running.
Well, they're saying this one's a little hot.
Yeah, they're standing well back.
We're at 12-6.
It's on, and on it goes. And away it goes.
Very tough. Yeah.
She
Well,
shrugs. But that's a missed opportunity. It's just the one.
But I never thought it was, that went
So
through
the
well.
first end, Canada won, Finland
A
nil.
lot better not passing.
One of their front end players and a backhand player as well.
I didn't think we'd
like it's,
see, like I
it's
thought
really
we'd see
bad.
some, like it would still come down, and that just
held.
the pick speed, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I... Line's close.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we's close.
Line's good. Curling now.
Okay, tight.
Okay. Line's really good.
Second end then of our feature game between Canada and Finland.
Stay down.
Canada missing a real good chance to get off to a 2-0 lead.
Good, Rochelle.
Atta girl.
Heavy weather drawn, a bit of a let off for Finland there in the end. Important, I guess, for Canada to park it, Kenny, and just get on with it.
absolutely. But how will that affect Chelsea Carey's game and the mindset? She's missed quite a few draws so far this week.
Etuvalko.
Aika ulkona ollaan.
Etuvalko.
Etuvalkoinen.
Tilaa, odotelkaa vähän aikaa. Ja Maija hoitaa viimeistelyn.
Etuvalkonen.
Maija,
Joo, Maija tuo.
If you're going to miss one, you miss it in the first end, right? So
Absolutely. If you're going to give up a big score, that's the place to do it. You do it in the first end, so you've got another 9 ends to chase the game. But,
can Finland take advantage in the second end, get the things in order, get it set up, try and get a couple?
9-5.
Lean. Oh.
you see the green lights appear on the handle of the rock,
Yep.
just indicating that it had been released before that black hog line.
Whoa!
Good.
That's a great shot. Rochelle Brown makes the hit and roll underneath.
Good try. Wow.
Not imminent.
Suunta hyvä.
Finish lead.
Pitäkää voimaa.
Maija Eetta.
Suunta hyvä.
Suunta kiluvahko.
Just
Suunta
22.
tosi hyvä. Pitäkää
She's
voimaa.
a student.
Suunta tosi hyvä.
Voimme vaan.
Suunta täydellinen.
So safely negotiating those top guards, and it's coming round nicely. A little bit further on than she would have liked, though, beyond that tee line.
Yeah, still asked the question though. Alison gets that one right wrapped around the centre. Back of the button. Canada with a chance. They don't want to slip past this though. Finland will be right round it again. Canada in trouble because they've got a staggering them centre guards.
Line's tight. Okay. Lead's close.
Couldn't play the run back.
Tight. Gotta go, Rochelle. Lead's a little down. Gotta go. Really gotta go, guys.
Skip encouraging the sweeping here. Watch the swing now. Oh, look at it. It's going to catch this top card.
Okay.
But it could still be quite useful there.
Yeah, it's certainly useful for Finland, Alison, because Finland can just wrap one right round the out turn in on top of the four. You've got to be loving this situation if you're Finland.
Suunta hyvä.
Puolivälit.
Joo, sit kovaa.
Maja Salmiruvietta.
Metri. Puolivälit, metri.
Vaihto.
Well,
Metri.
how's the weight on this one? This one looks it's going to crash into the guard as well. This is where Finland can't afford to make the mistakes. That's an opportunity for them, and they've just not punished Canada.
There's a man that knows a little bit about curling, Aku Kausta, who's the coach for Team Finland and brother of the skip.
Yeah, back eight.
He played in the World Men's a few times, the Europeans as well. European bronze in 2015. So lots of experience on the bench for Finland. They just need to be able to execute.
Good. Good. 3.5.
Yeah, nice draw in behind.
Dan Carey,
Good sweep.
the coach of Canada
Yeah.
and father of Chelsea.
390.
Two daughters, Chelsea and Samantha. He won the Briar and won the Scotties in Canada.
Etukelta, etuvalko. Etuvalko.
Pitäkää voimaa keltaisella.
And played in the Worlds in 1992 when he claimed bronze in Germany.
Takakelta. Takakelta.
Is that before your time, Kenny, or?
Yeah, a little bit before my time, Alison, thankfully.
Okei, hyvä voima.
Finland with another one on the top there.
Taas kävi vähän sama kuin viime
With the
pelissä,
forefoot.
että en ollut ihan...
So lots of stones in play now.
Okay, top four! Top four! Let it work. Wait only. Okay, top eight! Top four, I think you're right. Top four! It's tracking hard. It's got to be all there for weight. Okay.
This one looks as if it's holding pretty straight.
No, I think it's just top four. Needs to curl a wall. Okay, we're not tapping. I know, it needs to.
From watching Canada so far this week, Sarah Wilkes is really the only player that has been pretty good every single game.
She's been the most consistent.
Certainly the most consistent, yeah.
Good judging, Rochelle. Just getting straighter there.
Yeah.
I watched this team against Latvia yesterday. There was a few errors from Sarah then. There's a few errors from all the team members though. But they still managed to scrape through. The experience, I think, definitely can carry you some way. You still have to produce the shots.
Annetaanko ne avaa vai?
Yeah, Finland feeling that no other option. If they're going to score in this end, they're going to have to open things up. And I tend to agree with Unikausta.
So we expect to see one of the things that move about here.
Ei, Maija! Ei nosto! Joo! Ei! Joo!
Trying to catch that second red. Well, actually, it's opened the centre up, so there might be a shot down to get into that red. That's just biting the button. Canada have got to be pretty careful here. Chelsea Carey very quickly just decided to throw the guard. If you could ever come down the right-hand side, you could bump that red through and sit 3 in the forefoot. Yes, there would be a nest, but...
Two? That was just a 2.
Dana?
You're certainly going to ask the question of Canada.
Over curling already.
Okay. One.
Over and off.
Maybe 1.
Okay, get it over.
Is this one going to make it? Well, I don't think they have. That one pulled up short, so another mistake from the Canadians.
Okay.
What were you saying about consistency there?
Yeah. Maybe this is the day that she's going to have a bad game.
Still on the second end though, so so another window of opportunity for Finland.
Yeah. Sorry. That's okay.
So if they can catch this one just on the nose, they could pick the top red as well. There we go, 1, 2. Move things around. Still leave Canada sitting 1, but that red looks very vulnerable in there.
Let's hop over to Latvia against Scotland. They're in the first end, Kenny, and
yeah, it looks like Scotland's already sitting 1, and Lauren Gray in at skip. Playing last stones with an opportunity to draw for 2. This one looks a little heavy. Sweepers backing up off of this one.
oh, where's it going to stop? They're allowed to sweep the Latvians now. Can they sweep it out? Oh, it's hung on, it's hung on.
Well, a good score of 2 for Scotland in the first. They're off the back of 2 wins. They lead 2-0 after the first.
And Canada having a good look at this scenario now.
Yeah, and I think this would be a little fresh, so it might go a bit.
Use a run back, which is hard because their yellow's in the way.
I just think she can get through there with the intern and, and like pick it. Okay.
So
if
just
we-
touching center?
Yeah, it doesn't
Just
even
cross
quite
center?
need to be.
Okay.
Just touching center is good. I'd like to cover a piece of this rock she can
Okay.
run as well, ideally, but
Okay.
that's less important because that's
Okay.
a harder shot. Okay. I think I just got to make sure I get this running for you, eh?
I think so, yeah. That's what
Speed should be
idea.
decent though, hey?
Yeah.
Okay. Stay down early, Dana, until you hear us say.
Yeah.
Well, lots of communication there from Chelsea to her sweepers.
Okay. Halfway.
Looking for a guard. Might have been tempted to come around right around this top yellow and try and corner freeze that yellow that's on the tee line, even if you bumped it.
Is this a bit of a cautious, safe? What's the thinking here then? I can see the thinking about the blocking the route down, but is it doing the job? Is it stopping Finland?
I think they've just done enough.
No, I know.
I thought I curled an inch more. There was a run on the yellow.
Onko se paha, jos me yritetään tökätä tätä?
Musta sekin on ihan jees.
Probably still there,
Kyllä sekin
Allison.
käy.
Come down Drive the yellow on the nose, back onto the red. Or do you play it at a quiet weight, sort of back range, just nudge it back into the pocket?
Katsoin vielä niinku, että onko tässäkään mitään, että avaat on noin, mutta ehkä mä tykkään tän tökistä.
Heitetään se.
No, they're going to like to draw one in. The draw's certainly there.
Varmaan siitä.
That's why I'm a little surprised that Chelsea Carey didn't come down and corner freeze that wide yellow.
Coach is thinking
Tökki.
of all the options.
Se pitäisi saada sinne niinku teille.
Yritetäänkö me siis tökkiä, tai siis silleen, että tuolla sisäposkeen vai tuohon ulkoposkesta tökkiä?
It's definitely there. You could drive that yellow up,
Niin,
catch
keltaista
the red that's on the button.
Suoja etusini akselilla.
Joo. Okei. Yes.
The draw's also there. Problem with playing this with the first, if you half check the top yellow, you can't then drive it back onto the red that's the back of the button, so you're pretty much restricting yourself to one, possibly two.
It's that old risk and reward thing that we always talk about, isn't it?
There are a couple of stones lined up on the other side of the sheet as well that drive right into the pocket. And it's a Canadian stone that will be driving into the pocket, so actually that's not the worst shot in the world, because it's taken off that run back off the red yellow that's up on the top hand, right hand side of the sheet. And it's opened up the one in the forefoot. Again, Canada have got to be very careful. Looks like Finland sitting second, third and fourth shot. If you're ever going to leave Una Kausta a shot, it would be the draw. They're very good at the takeout play.
Two, at least.
Well,
depending how far.
this will probably stay in here, right?
Yeah.
So for one, because she's probably losing this.
Yeah.
What do you guys like? The hit looks good. Okay. We like the hit. It looks juicy.
I think I like it, Charles.
Okay.
You guys not feeling it?
As long as we stay in the forefoot, it's
Yeah,
okay.
it's either that or guard.
Yeah.
What does she have if we guard? Yeah. I'm fine with the guard too. Yeah. What? Okay. I'm fine with the guard if you guys like it. Yeah.
Because we don't want to leave her that here shot for three, right?
Yeah, we just have to get across the nose.
Yeah.
Like rolling out, it's probably better than nosing it, right? So
Do we?
double.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to roll out, obviously, but I don't think we want to nose. Is what I'm saying.
Just if she likes to throw those shots.
Like
I don't
here
really
with
wanna give
normal,
her-
should still curl a little.
If you don't have to.
So just probably looking for this one a hair inside of the nose, rolling on top of the button.
Like this is a good chance for a steal.
Yeah.
Always thinking ahead
Okay,
as
I
to
don't
what
wanna
your
nose
opponent's
it.
going to do
Okay. Sorry.
I do
next
not want
after
to
you.
nose it.
Okay.
So we can afford to overroll a little as long as we stay in the forefoot. It's
Yeah.
a hard shot for two.
Okay.
But ideally roll it right to the top of the button.
Yeah. Let's make it, Chelsea.
Perfect. Yours was pretty nice here, Rochelle. It came up at the end, but it didn't go crazy.
No,
so
it wasn't
just
like the other
normal
ones.
here.
Yeah.
No.
Just trust
But I
that
probably still need to throw it a little harder,
Yeah, the way
right?
it came off of it.
Yeah. Okay.
So don't want to catch this one on the high side. I also don't want to roll underneath.
Normal.
Certainly was positive with that one.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep. 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 Hard. 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 Roll it. Whoa.
A real nice shot by
Yep.
Chelsea Carey into the button.
That
Wow.
was almost exactly what she wanted to do.
Kind of do what we expected it to
Well,
do.
worked out. Good
it held out
execution
there. I
from
said
the
that pretty
Canadian
good,
skip.
It held out there for a
And then
while,
it just
and
kinda
really,
goes.
came
Yeah.
over at the end.
Yep.
Good call, Sarah.
Yeah. Really good.
Okay, we're going to the bathroom.
Okay.
Good to support your teammates and give them credit. It was Sarah that wanted that shot.
Jollain. Hakkivoima. Vai?
Tarviiks olla hakki? Tässä on vaan määris.
Joo, mutta tossa pitää vähän. No, joo, heitä määrässä pikkasen päälle.
No mä en tiedä saadaanko me taipumaan. Uskot sä, että me päästään taipumaan tänne? 5 kohtaa näkyy!
I think they're a little bit worried about playing the draw and not moving the one on the button. What they could do is this yellow that's in the middle of the shot, they could drive it in. That red's probably on the right-hand side, it's in the back of the button. Probably won't go anywhere. You'd have to stick it.
It's proving a bit of a thorn in the side of his Finnish team. That red's been there almost from the start.
Esteroksit keltaisesta sinne keskelle.
Mä just aloin miettiä sit. Kyllähän siinä sinänsä on, mutta mä en tiedä, onko siinä liikaa onhan siinä sinänsä, mutta mä en tiedä, onko siinä liikaa riskiä. Vai ei?
Varmaan
niin,
yritetään
voi antaa sen kaksi.
Sitten,
se voi antaa sillä määritselläkin.
Well, Down having another look at it now.
Pitää olla molempien hereillä, että harjoitaanko me
As I said, prefers the hit than the draw.
Vai sitten yritetäänkö nostaa sen
niin lähtee, mutta toi on parempi kuin noin.
Et ei tehdä sitä.
We're going to catch this back red first. Full in the face.
Se tarvii reippaan, jos me halutaan siitä noin
molemmat
pois.
There's a man that could play them shots. Aku Kosta. That's what he was renowned for.
Would you not think about just getting one in and just nestling it into
It's very difficult to come down at draw weight, Alison. She needs to move that red that's on the button a couple of inches. Don't think she believes it's curling enough with maybe back four weight. This is probably easier off the shots.
Last stone of this second end. What can Finland get out of this one?
Must be close. There you go.
Oh.
And she is so unlucky.
It was a really well played shot, but it's just not enough. She couldn't really have done much better.
Underswept it a hair. That catches 5 millimeters less of the top yellow. She makes that.
Yeah, those are the margins. It's a steal for Canada, 2-0 after two ends. Welcome back to our live coverage from the LGT World Women's Curling Championship 2019. This is our featured game in the round robin. It's Canada against Finland. Canada with a good start. I'm Alison Walker, and alongside me, Kenny Edwards, bringing you live commentary on this one, keeping you updated with what's happening elsewhere in the arena. Enjoying the action here, and it's been a mixed bag for Finland. Certainly a difficult final shot in that last end for Una Kausta. They just have to rally. They've got the hammer in this end. And we'll try and build again. And Canada must be reasonably satisfied with how they played so far, or rather, the result they've got so far, rather than how they played. Although Chelsea Carey did play a really nice one in that last end, didn't she?
Yeah, she played a real great shot with her last stone to get her team out of a bit of a trouble, because Finland did have a few stones lying around the forefoot, could have created something.
Line's close. Yeah. Seat set. Line's good. Down. Tight. We're there. Okay. Tight. Not moving yet. Line's pretty good for
So
tight.
this is the third down now.
Over curling if
We're really
anything.
tight.
Okay. No, line's good. Dana, whoa, 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 whoa. Just let it settle. I know, I just
It
don't
covers
wanna
that red in the,
Good. Good
the
judge.
button.
We'll hop over to Denmark against China, the home nation. They're still without a win. And China are the top of the standings, so they've been going extremely well. This is the second end. They blanked the first.
Yeah, looking for a piece of the button for 2 points.
They've been going extremely well, this team. Wang Rui. Oh, it's
Wang Rui.
busy in there, isn't it?
She's made that. What a shot that is. Has to make the button pretty cold. Gets a piece of it. First time we've seen Wang Rui play skip stones, and she's pulling out all the stops.
They played extremely well, China. 4 wins thus far. And leading in that one against the host nation, Denmark.
Okay. Line's not bad.
Right now. 1.5.
Hit a room.
Little up right now.
Lots of line.
Okay. Over curling. 1.5.
Oh, line's okay. Just let it sit. Line's really good.
Good, Dina.
Very nice. Good judge, guys.
Good.
18.
Okay. Good, Dina. Good.
So good set up play this time from Canada. One on the button, a couple of centre guards. Finland have got to go chasing this now. Gets one, gets the other, gets through, pumps the one off the button. Well,
She certainly got things moving, that's for sure.
if you're Finland, you've got to be happy with that. Left a long centre guard on it, which shouldn't be too much of a problem to get round. The key shot, and the key point of the shot is there's moving that one off the button. That's the danger stone. Stones back of the 8-foot really aren't a danger.
Yeah, anything above or around it.
Curling hard.
Top 12.
Yep. Really curling. Gotta get it in. Okay, just a bite on this line. It's coming out the other side.
Okay.
Which is okay a little bit. I just don't want to be wide open. It's good. It's a
Okay.
good spot. Good sweep, guys. Good, Dana. 4-8.
Good, Dana.
Good sweep.
I tried to really add at the end. I thought I was sliding slow.
Well, that red's fully open. Finland maybe just looking for a hit and roll. And behind the corner guard. Finland looking for play to be away from the centre. They jumped on this one early. They've caught the centre guard that really wasn't in play.
That was what they were worried about. That's what Una Kausta was shouting about from the other end. And it's so disappointing from their point of view. What do you do if you're a skip and that happens? You just have to, you could tell by her expression how disappointed she was there.
Yeah, you've just got to put that in the back of your mind and focus on what you're calling and what you're going to do when you get to the hack.
Well, all roads lead to you in the end, don't they? So
Hard for everything.
watch what Canada do, watch what you're left with.
Oh.
Okay, we're just to that.
Just there.
Top 12.
15.
Okay.
Lots of red stones hovering.
So this is maybe where Una Kausta needs to think a little bit about what she's calling here. You're more than likely going to be forced in this end with the stones that are in play. You might be better just playing an out-turn draw around these two reds to the back of the forefoot and use the stones to your advantage. So still leaves Canada sitting 2.
So it's that little bunch at the top, and away goes 1 red, 2 reds. Has that really improved the situation for Finland?
Not much, to be honest. Canada can come down, just bump this yellow to the side and roll to the centre.
Yeah, and again, Finland are being reactive, aren't they? They're not building for themselves. They're reacting to what Canada are doing.
Yeah, they're chasing the game.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Back to red off. Wondered if it would go straight there because it curls so much this way.
Maybe overswept on that one a little. Bit of a mistake on the call from Chelsea Carey.
And it wasn't super aggressive either. That's
Yeah, so she said.
good throw.
I really thought that would curl.
Well, it curls so
Dana.
the other way that I wasn't sure, but I think we had to assume it was going to because we could never overcurl it.
Yeah.
So you threw it really good. I just would call the. I don't even think the ice is that far off. We just didn't. Vähän lisää.
Etukädet!
Kova, jos voimaa tarvii. Kova!
Etukädet lähellä!
Kova! Kova!
Sidi lähellä!
Finland just looking for a corner freeze in this now, but this one looks a little short for weight, so they're stripping this one hard. And it's going to pull up short of the rings.
That's kind of no man's land there, isn't it? Let's check on what's happening throughout all the sheets. We have USA 3-0 up on Russia, third end. Latvia trailing Scotland 2-1. And 2-0 to China over Denmark, third end. And of course, 2-0 in our game. We're in the third end.
This is pretty, like kind of like what she threw in before. I think so.
I think we just talk a little bit around.
Yeah,
that. Kind of choke it. Top 8, full 8. I had a 15-3 on that.
Yeah, I
got it in.
I thought 5-3 as well.
So
I
it
think
should be pretty nice here.
Yeah.
Like probably as good as I've seen.
I think so. Yeah, like the good path on other sheets.
That's what I was thinking. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. Top 8.
Okay, top 8, top 12. Yeah. Top 12. Yeah.
We're late!
We're just tight.
Yeah, they're going hard on this one. This one looks way like Allison.
Keep it going as far as you can go.
Keep going, line
Just tight!
Keep it going.
This one's only going to help Finland.
Wow. Who would have thought? In a great position in this end, Canada.
I thought that's what you were giving us in the.
I thought that's, yeah, I really like
So-
that out of my hand. Okay, so it's not quite as,
Yeah.
the time's the same, but it doesn't carry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking that, but I wasn't.
Sorry, Sarah, just the time is better than it feels.
Okay.
We thought it would be like the fast path on the other sheet.
Okay, I'll done it.
Well, a couple of mistakes creeping into the game from both sides.
And we saw on the previous end a couple of errors from Canada, but Finland were unable to take advantage of it. And that's been the difficulty for this team. Those windows of opportunity are not going to happen all that often against Canada. And this one's sailing on as well.
Chelsea Carey, if she could ever get round it in the top of the four, she'll look like stealing this end, possibly sitting 3. And the confidence just looks to be draining out of Una Costa. The body language is not great right now.
Yep, she needs something good to happen. That brings it all back again in a flood. Just one thing, it's like your next golf shot. Play it well, gives you a good feeling.
I think it's the same.
Gets you in a good position.
Yeah, I just got a proportional from there.
I like that, Chelsea.
Top 4 is perfect.
Yeah, you got
Okay.
it.
Even top button if it's got the, if it's burying.
Okay, I really like it.
I got a 4.
Okay, team.
So a chance to rectify her previous stone. Another opportunity.
Yeah. Wait, it's half time. Really?
Back
Okay,
eight still.
Line's really good, just on its
Back
own.
eight still. Coming off a lot right now.
They just want to pull up top of the tee, but it's not.
Good.
Oh,
Good.
really dies.
Yeah, that one really
Good,
died.
Chelsea.
Good. I was trying to make sure they knew that.
But they are restricting Finland here
Good. We're hitting it too much.
Yeah.
to 1.
I picked a little harder than I wanted to. I thought I had
Still got to make this though, Alison.
I do think it's maybe a little bit better.
That
than,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
But not that much better.
Okay.
Like I was partially me, but I
Yeah,
think
you're
it's
saying like
probably
a little like
Just
tight,
confirm
yeah.
the way
Both have
Chelsea and the
problems
team
better,
are
right? For that one.
overthinking the ice rather than just playing the shot.
So last stone of this third end. Can Finland get a point on the board? She was heavy with her previous stone. This one is coming round though. It should be okay. This time making lots of effort.
Yeah, great
Yep.
scrub.
Well done to the sweepers. They're in there for 1. And Finland have a score on the board. Everything seems just a little bit like hard work for this team at the moment. So after 3 ends, it's Canada 2, Finland 1.
Vaikka voimaa jostain yhtäkkiä tulisikin, niin saa vaan painaa.
Sorry, mä kävin.
Okay.
I think that edge of 8 is the nicest path on the sheet. Okay, right now.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's still not fast, but I think it's faster than anything else.
Okay.
Okay, good job, of course.
Metri pesästä hyvä. Tilaa.
Good crowd in to watch the action tonight here. Inside the Silkeborg Sports Centre. This is the fourth end now of our featured game between Canada and Finland. And it's a 2-1 score now to Canada. Finland claiming that point in the third end with that draw from Unakausta. And now Canada looking to assert themselves in this fourth end. There's the lead player, Michelle Brown, 81% for the whole tournament. It's not a bad number for the Canadian lead.
Yep. Whoa. Really close. No, Dana. Whoa.
Looking to try and split this yellow in.
You're good. It's a beauty. Atta girl. Pistol.
Team down, 13?
3-3. Yeah.
Dana, I'm just watching it.
Really good shot moving it off the centre.
Very helpful.
Canada want that 4-foot track wide open.
Lotta Immonen, she's also 81%. We finish these lead players exactly the same.
Well, that's a mistake throwing that one in. Needed something short of the house. If it's short of the house, it couldn't be removed. 5 free guard zone.
Lean.
Weight's good. Maybe a little big.
Oh, lean, Dana.
I don't think we're big.
Close. Clean only right now. Really close.
Roll it, Dana.
Yep. Perfect. Beauty. Ended up being 10-1.
Okay.
Good. Nice shot, Rochelle.
Good brush.
Kolmas osa.
It just seems a bit of a struggle for Finland at the moment.
They're only a point behind. I mean, it's not. It's just unable to create anything. 67% for Maya Samiovirta.
And this one's not going to help her numbers because this one's going to drift right through the middle. Can't afford to make them mistakes against a team like Chelsea Carey. They will be punished.
I just don't want to give him something to draw to.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Can we hit and roll in off of there?
Yeah, we can. I don't mind that.
Got it for your 3.
Yeah. Solid normal.
Okay. Take your time, Dana. Okay. Normal, solid.
Right off.
Dana Ferguson,
Okay,
she's
we're looking
84%.
Trying.
Second,
Really close.
it's been pretty steady.
Good.
Moving away that top
Thanks,
guard.
Dana.
8-8.
How good is that?
Yeah, really nice shot.
Like, I think we actually have it. Yeah. Pistol. Look, it was really curling.
Let's hop over to Denmark, China. China, remember, with that 2 in the second end. Now, what can Denmark do in the third end?
Yeah, Madeleine Dupont trying to get something into the 4-foot. Can she make her single point? This one looks as if she's got some backing, so just needs to pull up in time, and it does. And it's a single for Denmark as they get on the board. It's China 2, Denmark 1 after 3. Back with the feature game, and Finland went for the takeout once more and flew by everything once again.
A bit of room right now.
Little down.
Canada not really having to work terribly hard for their shots here.
Okay. Close for the top.
Okay.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Needs to curl a little.
Okay, T.
Needs to curl to get
Just
the nose.
tapping in a foot.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No. Okay. Yeah, I was just trying not to tap it in the open. Good.
Good.
3-9. Good call.
Tricky.
So Canada sitting
Your
4.
lights are broken too. Your lights are broken on your rock. Where they weren't going off. They were red, 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 and then you went off and nothing went off. So.
Tiedän, miten me selvitään tästä hengissä.
Well, just discussing the handles there, the lights.
Ne vetää todennäköisesti ratsun siitä, niin.
If the light is red, it means that
Joo, tehdään niin.
there could be something wrong with the light, of course.
Or it could have been a
Seuraavilla on
fouled
varmaan
stone.
pakko sit yrittää tuplaa, jos ei ole muuta. Mutta kokeillaan tällä näin. Uisi.
So look at all those red stones. If you're Finland, what do you do? You don't have last stone.
I think you've got to look for the hit and roll off the wide one underneath. Hope Canada missed the run back.
Hyvä tulee.
Esther, 78%. She struggled in this third position.
Ei, ei. Pitää nousta, Lotta. Paina. Paina.
Well, hit that one the wrong side.
Yeah, this didn't. But
Canada
it should
got
come
good
up a bit.
separation between the two reds. There's no real chance of a double. If Canada knows this one out wide.
Sarah Wilkes is 80%.
Right up. Hard, 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 hard.
And they go to
Stay
hold
with
this
it.
one. A really nice
Very
shot
nice,
by
great
the
sweep, guys.
third
Fine.
player.
Good. But the weight actually held up okay on that. Came down a little. Sarah said the most Canadian things. It was like,
We'll head over to the US.
A, and I was like,
Russia
oh,
game.
I love how Canadian that was.
Already with one in there. Russia. And a draw for 2. And Kovaleva.
Yeah.
US 3 up.
Just needs to hit the paint, Allison. Got a bit of a shock maybe that USA are 3 up on Russia. Sweeper's looking happy with this one, just keeping it clean all the way down. This one drifts into the 8 foot and a score of 2 on the board for Russia.
Here's Esther. Hit and roll. Where's it going to finish?
Selittää paljon.
That one's gone too.
Yeah, I think in that situation, you know you're sitting 4 against, you've got to go all in. I'd probably be tempted to play a draw around that top red to the back of the 4 and force Canada to come and chase you. Then you may be able to play the hit and reduce Canada to maybe scoring their 1.
Yeah, that's got to be the plan. Damage limitation.
I like it. I think we're there. Good. I'm going to keep it room down.
Canada just going to get another one in there.
Okay, T.
Top 4.
Back 8.
Top. Oh,
I still think top 4. Okay, she's probably right.
I think it's all there.
I think it's just top 4.
Okay.
T.
The line's really good. You don't need to do
Still
it.
just top 4.
It's a good spot. Clean it in.
Good.
Yeah, really good communication there from Dana Ferguson.
Nice. Good. Yeah, it sure
Yeah.
did.
Talking to Chelsea all the way down, explaining exactly where that stone's going to end up.
Toi rolli, niin se ehkä ihan kauheasti auta meitä.
And you feel for Finland in this situation. I'm sure he does too. But he'll be annoyed at those misses earlier on in the end.
Tästä on menossa tällä hetkellä 4.
Niin on. Kyllä mä sen näen. No, onks tästä?
Still thinking they can get themselves out of this by playing the hits. Yeah. Facing losing at least 3.
En ole varma, mutta...
Go all in, play a draw around this high red to the back of the 8 foot.
Olisiko 8? Puolikkaaseen osumaan.
There's nothing behind tee, nothing for you to freeze against.
Vähän pienempi.
On siinä ehkä joku tripla olemassa, mutta aika vaikea. Pakko yrittää.
Joo, niin se täytyy.
Maija, seuraat tänä kivi sitten.
Joo, joo.
So looking for a double on the high one.
Some teams just prefer hits, though, don't they, Kenny, to draws, and if they feel more comfortable, then, you know, but she's only 60%. So something hasn't been working as it normally does.
Makes 1, makes 2.
Well, that's not a bad result.
It's not a bad result to get rid of 2 of them. But Chelsea Carey throws this one top of the 4. You're still looking like facing 3. It's lose 3. You're 5-1 down into the 5th end. It's going to be an uphill struggle from then on in.
Okay, so what she threw here?
I like to cross center a little bit, but not a ton.
Okay. Yeah, I think similar.
Yeah. I think similar. Okay. Needs to be even with one of those 2.
Okay. Okay.
Doesn't really matter which one. If it's going back to go way back,
good shot, though,
she
from
could freeze. I
Kesta.
don't think she's going to.
Even then, we have the blast probably.
exactly.
Yeah.
There was almost a smile there, Kenny.
All right, Chelsea.
But sweep early for like top 4, full 4 sort of thing.
Okay.
This will be probably not quite as nice as.
We can
but pretty similar.
I think pretty similar because you were back here last time, so.
But I can give you similar weight because it's just a little
similar weight.
Yeah.
Chelsea Carey, 72% for the tournament overall for all the 4 round robin games
Little light. Go then.
so far.
Toppy.
After that
I think we're top 12, Toppy.
tricky start, settled into the game.
I think we're almost there. All you. Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Really close. Really. Yeah. Gotta go. Over there. Gotta go. Good.
Oh, that's a really nice shot. Still has a double there.
Good brush.
Good.
That's what I thought. Like I thought you'd have to sweep it out of my hand.
Yeah,
so
just a
that's
pinch
a
and
decent
yeah.
path
Yeah, that
there.
ran not bad.
What I expected. Yeah. Okay.
Nice, Charles. Wait.
All Finland can hope for is a mistake now from Team Canada.
It's like a couple feet. Okay. Which is and that's what we said, and it did basically what we thought.
Yeah.
I thought they'd have to sweep it out of my hand, so it's pretty predictable, which is nice.
Ja. Yritetään tuplaa.
So plenty on this from Una Costa. How are the angles? That's the
After made
important thing.
contact, got 1, got 2. That's a very good shot from
It
the
is
skip.
indeed. And the bells are ringing amongst the Finnish fans here. 1 and 2, just catches it. Nice shot from the Finland skip. Oh, and there is a smile there. We've seen it. It's good when it works out. So Canada, 1 counting already. deficit has been reduced by Inakausta of Finland. Chelsea Carey
Little hot here. Don't want to go right now.
with this last stone. Just has to get this one in.
Curling now.
Okay. Top 4. Gotta go.
Hard, guys.
Come on. Come on, Michelle.
Into the top 4, and she should be fine.
Okay. Good, sweet.
And there we go.
That cross.
So, interesting end. Canada end up with 2. It promised more, perhaps. Fans still
Good, Chelsea.
Good brush.
enjoying
I just
another
get
double
worried
for
when I
them.
Closer to center than
So,
well, I think it's
after
just 'cause
4
you
ends
swept my
now,
first one the whole way, and
Canada
then we
lead.
were right off this one, so it
4-1.
caught the curl a little sooner.
Yeah, and when it gets through the middle, it just comes in a bit more.
Once it starts to curl, it's hard to do much with it. It just starts to die. Good job, guys. Good juice.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice end. That was solid. Okay, same plan. Curling early.
We're just tight. I think we can get it there.
We're into the 5th end now on our feature game between Canada and Finland. Canada leading 4-1.
Fully in.
Decent shots from the
14-9. Okay.
Finland skip, getting them back on track a little bit, but trailing now 4-1. And their turn now to generate something in this 5th end. Finland still without a win in this round robin, but very much playing catch up throughout all the ends, Kenny, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. They've always been chasing the Canadians. They're not getting a chance to dictate the play themselves. Get the stones in the position they want. But they've contributed to their own downfall, really. A couple of misses here and there.
I'm not sure Canada have had to work too hard for that 4-1 lead. They've just got to keep their own game plan, keep focused, play the shots. All about the placement.
Not bad. Okay, tapping to T.
Okay, it needs to curl.
Okay, I'll just let it come up.
Little hot.
Just a little. It looks like
It needs to curl.
T-line right now.
It still really needs to curl. It's trying.
Hard, Sarah.
Okay, whoa, Dana. Whoa.
That's a nice tap.
Good spot.
Good.
3.5.
Nice shot. Etuvalkoinen.
Etuvalko.
Valkoinen, keltainen.
Finland could just secure, just here, Kenny, that's them right back in it. But they need this set-up play to be good.
Etukeltainen just. Ei voi oikein tehdä mitään. Tulee pikkusen
Yeah, they made a nice shot in behind the corner guard this time, though.
hop over to that Denmark-China game again. Close at the moment, fourth end. China red stones.
Yeah, a chance to score 3. Wang Rui. Certainly the surprise package so far at these World Championships. Makes the nose hit, score 3. They've got a 5-1 lead after 4 over Denmark. Wow.
Yep, going very well indeed. They're definitely the team to beat at the moment. Teams from the Pacific Asia Championships performing well here in Silkeborg.
Varmaan 14 on aika vähän. Vähän laitoin lisää ihan jonkun verran. Etuvalko! Siinä oli aika paljon lisää kädellä. Etusinivalta! Joo! Mun mielestä tulee valkoinen. Valko! Suunta varmasti joo. Suunta!
Past that top guard, is going to sneak past this one, it is. And freezing up against the red.
Oliko se sisään? Ei. Tosi hyvä voima.
Se oli vaan nyt niinku vasta harjalla tossa perillä. Joo.
Yeah, Canada still in a great spot though. Got that red stone in the forefoot. Again forcing Finland to chase them.
All right, 2.5.
Go then.
Wait's good.
Mine's pretty good for here.
Should be fine. Okay. Well, 3.
Go
Just to
then.
your broom.
Needs to sit for everything right now.
Okay. Stop.
Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down.
Good.
Good.
16. Okay.
That
15
does
up.
enough, covers the shot stone.
Girl. I got a 12. What's 12?
Can't do anything with this right now, but if I feel it, she can kill it. Tiukka kyllä. Se näkyy niinku... Hyvä tulee. Kymppi puolella, Esperi joo. Esperi joo.
Suunta hyvä. Ei. Ei. Vatta.
Well, Finland unlucky driving that red back into the face of the other red.
Over to sheet 8 for the United States against Russia. US 3-2 up, fourth end.
It's fighting, yeah.
Jimmy Sinclair with the last stone here.
Easy, don't feel it. Just bring it. Room. Whoa! Room. You're gonna need it. Wait if you
Looks a
can.
little concerned about this one.
If you can. Curl. You can. Line's good. Easy, Kate. Line's good. Whoa. 2. Just T. Roll it. Go.
Oh, well. They tried to draw the edge of the forefoot. That was a difficult shot. Got rather lucky. It was nearly a steal of 3 for the Russians, but it's only a steal of 1.
Yeah, nicked in just enough.
Yeah.
So it's 3-3 after 4.
I thought we were by. Sorry.
Tää hakee tätä.
Open things up time for Finland. I've seen that quite a lot so far in this game. They're having to open things up and waste stones.
8 puol.
Jep. Ei. Maija vie omaa.
Well,
Hyvä.
they do take one of the Canadian stones out of the forefoot and hold something in the 8 foot. Canada with a wide open hit though. Just hit this one in the nose.
Yep. Normal. Yep. Hard. Harder, Shell. Right to it, right to it, right to it, right to it. That was a good throw, Sarah. I'm not sure why that
Hits and runs.
Okay.
That red's stuck in there. It really isn't going anywhere.
Yeah. Just different coming this way, maybe? Pressure?
Ne ollaan ykkösinä. Tää on vajaa harjanpään verran irti keltaisesta.
Toi etukeltainen. Etuvalkoinen! Etusininen etuvalko!
Suuntakin tiukka. Suunta
Etuvalkoinen!
Suunta tiukka.
Etukelta!
Suunta hyvä. Voima vaan. Tähän vaan.
Valkoinen!
Tarkka voima tässä.
Puoliksi valkoinen!
Safely negotiating those guards at the top.
Hyvä. Loistavaa.
That's a pretty nice shot from Esther Juhaza.
Whatever you like. Do you guys like running the guard? Yeah?
Like even if you hit it into here,
Yeah,
it's okay,
pretty
right?
good.
Got some options with it.
Yeah.
If we catch our own, it's not
Is
great,
it
but I think it's still
dicey?
okay because it should
Yeah.
stuck there, and she can't really.
Yeah.
Well, it might leave or something, but I think we try
I
it.
think that's fine.
Looks like you have a
Okay,
wide
I'm thinking the
target. I don't think
out-turn.
we're getting shot here.
Okay. Out turn should curl, right?
Yeah, so is the in easier then?
Might be.
Okay. Like here with the in, does
Yeah.
that look close?
Firm or peel?
I'm thinking easy peel.
Okay.
Nose is okay, but cross the hair is ideal, right?
Well, big call. Driving this red guard back into the one.
That hole looks better from down here than
It's
it
half
does
in the
from down
forefoot.
It's not big though.
Are you thinking through the hole?
Yeah, it's there, but I'm not.
I like that.
I do too. We can't hit this guard ever.
I like this.
Don't
Shell.
like hitting
Yeah.
through the hole because if you catch
Peel.
Yeah.
Okay, you got this.
two guards, remove them, they could come down and thump the yellow that's locked on the red, and you could end up giving up a silly 2 or 3. That yellow corner guard's actually helping you.
Whoa.
So the right call.
Pretty big. Curl.
Coral hair
Okay.
just misses it.
Okay.
Worst case scenario.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Well, they knew that might happen, so they're already thinking of what's next. Thinking 2-3 shots ahead.
Ne voi yrittää uudelleen Mun mielestä niillä ei ole kauhean hyvää kierron paikkaa. Sitten me voidaan tulla kierrolla toinen. Musta tää pitää suojata. Ja meidän pitää heittää nyt.
Ok. Mä mietin vaan, että olisiko mahdollista heittää jonnekin niinku tänne paremmaksi.
Tänne.
Niin. Paremmaksi kuin toi.
Sitten se pitää olla tossa.
Mut siis paremmaksi kuin toi.
Niin, sit se pitää olla tossa.
Mun mielestä se voi olla ihan tässä takapesassakin.
Okei.
Siis en mä...
Sori, meidän on vaan pakko heittää. Aika loppuu.
Joo. Mä tiedän, että aika on rajalla.
Well, I'm surprised that they're not coming in on top of this again.
Mä ajattelin, että jos menisi tuon saman kuin Ester heitti, että yrittäisi sitä
Sitten ei
kolmosta.
tuu parempaa.
Ai, sille ei saa kakkosta?
Ei.
Okei.
Mä ehdotin suojaa, että noi ei vois heittää uudelleen sitä ratsua, mutta on ihan jees.
Mä sinne sitten. Eli etukeltainen.
Saa olla takakeltainenkin.
Samanlainen kuin viime pelissä.
Semmonen, joo.
Etusini, etuvalko.
Voima vaan!
You saw the green light go on there,
Voima vaan!
Voima vaan.
which means that it's been released before the hog line.
Jop, etuvalko, etukelta.
Ei saa nousta enää kauheesti.
Pakko tuoda. Pakko.
Joo, joo.
See it beginning to curl now.
Pakko viedä paljon. Pakko viedä paljon. Pakko viedä vielä.
Ainakin ne on
Well,
rinnakkain.
that doesn't even get in for second shot, Alison.
Mä en tiedä, jäi ne niinku kakkoseksi.
His family and friends cheering the team on. can't just quite get themselves there in this game.
We want outside edge
It's
of
been
the
a bit of a
rock.
struggle.
Does that look close to you?
Yeah, you got it, Chelsea.
Play the roll.
Okay, okay,
You throw just firm.
okay.
Should curl here.
Still with a chance of making two if Canada knows this.
Half the rock's pretty close.
They'd have a hit and
Okay,
roll
Chelsea.
in to the forefoot for two.
Just firm.
Firm. Go down even. No, we're firm. Clean. Think just 9. Yes. Hard. Hard.
Well, have they made this one? Hit, roll. And it's just going to roll a little bit too far.
That was nearly a very, very good shot.
So close. Yeah.
Good sweep, guys.
Yeah.
Good effort from Chelsea Carey,
So close.
the Canadian skip.
Yeah, just rolled a hair
If it
too
twisted
far.
At all, it probably would have been okay. It just got underneath it.
Finland somehow have
Any thicker. No, I was with you.
created a chance of
It was
scoring
really
two.
close. I mean, you're
Let's see if she can manage it. Fifth end, last stone.
Takakeltainen! Takavalkoinen! Ei voi ei voi mitään tehdä. Takavalko sininen. Ennemmin. Tuntuu,
Oh, this one looks heavy, Alison. Sweepers are backed up right off of this one. Oh, this one's going to hit the hack. Right through.
What a
Wilkes doesn't even
shame.
need to sweep it.
What a show. It's just the one. Just the one, and another chance gone for Finland. She'll be annoyed with herself. They're still not too far behind, but we're running out of ends. Another 5 to go into the break. A chance to regroup and try and build something in part 2 of this game against Canada. Canada looking comfortable with that 4-2 lead as they head in to refuel and get themselves something to eat and talk to their coaches. So first end, and Canadian skip left with a straightforward draw for 2 with her last stone. One already there, but she's heavy, and it is only one. 1-0 up, and then third end. Costa with the last stone this time for Finland. Only 1 point possible here, but a really good effort by the sweepers, and the shot is secured. 2-1 now Canada. Fourth end, a good double from Finland means Canada going for 2 here. It looked like more earlier in the end, but it's 2 that Chelsea Carey is going for with her last stone, and she safely executes the draw.
And then
They're
we
leading
right off
4-1.
this way, so it caught the curl a little sooner.
And it's 4-2 at the break.
Yeah. Once it starts to curl, it's hard to do much with it. It just starts to die. Good job, guys. Good juice.
Yeah.
Denmark against China. 5-1 there, you can see, in this fifth end. And China in for 2. And a bit of a rescue mission here from Madeleine Dupont. Gets rid of one, but one left. Disappointing first half for Denmark. 6-1. Steal of one there. So here we go. The latest: USA 3, Russia 5, Latvia 1, Scotland 2. It's Denmark 1, China 6, as we've just seen, and in our featured game, Canada 4, Finland 2.
One of the guys I was playing
letting me go, yeah, so.
fell down and just whipped the rock around behind him, so he sort of sprawled out. To see?
Yeah.
Not coming this way for sure, because this seems to bust pretty hard coming this way.
It doesn't
Each
across.
time you go,
Well,
yeah.
it doesn't across the center line.
Sen tilanteen hyvin hanskaa.
Oliko se ok, että me heitettiin tavallaan toi vika? Oliko se ok, että me heitettiin sillä puolella?
Joo, ei siinä, ihan, ei mitään hätää. Joo.
No liian terveellistä.
So we know the score. Those are the statistics after the first 5. And Canada up just about everywhere. And that hit percentage is fairly significant, 83 to 59. And the one stolen point, of course, as well. And the 78 to 60 tells the story, really, of the game. Canada leading 4-2 and very, very much in control. Welcome back to our live coverage of the LGT Women's World Curling Championship 2019 inside the Silkeborg Sports Centre in Silkeborg in Denmark. Great to have you with us. Hope you're enjoying the action. Alison Walker and Kenny Edwards, bringing you live commentary on this, our featured game between Canada and Finland, and updates from elsewhere. Well, you can't get better than that for a game. 100% for the Canadian lead.
Hard, Dana.
You got it, Dana. Go, go, go.
Got a piece. Roll it in.
Yeah, another good shot there, just splitting that one off the centre line and rolling this one down. If it gets a bite, it's really good.
Didn't notice too much motivational chat in the halftime team talk with the coach. Fairly straightforward, more of the same, I would guess.
Yeah, they were getting a little bit absorbed by the ice, maybe discussing where the tracks are and what weight to throw where. I think they're just overthinking this a little bit, making it a little bit more difficult than it needs to be.
Keep it simple, just negotiate the next 5 ends. Keep control. What would Mr. Kausta have been saying to the team at half-time, the Finland team, do you think?
Well, I think they've just got to say, look, you're only 2 down. Yes, you don't have hammer, but this game could have been over by now, so you're still getting chances.
Gotta go.
Go, Dana. Go,
Gotta go.
Dana.
Hard to touch it. Hard. It's close. It's close. Oh, good sweep. Yeah, just
Does
way
catch a
more weight.
piece of it.
Yeah, just
Good
too
call.
much.
Nudged it just a little bit away from that centre line. It's all about the route in to the house, down the centre.
Etuvalko.
Voima vaan.
Etuvalko.
Voima vaan tilaa paljon.
Etukelta.
Suunta hyvä.
Takavalko. Takavalko.
Oo.
Where's this one going, Kenny?
Well, it's going deep.
Do you like gripping the center one?
We can.
I mean, I guess if we get one in there, we can peel on your lap.
I don't hate it.
Or if we get one in there, we can peel next time.
Yeah.
Because they will probably choose, right? And ignore the side one. Yeah, I think we need like a high 13.
Dina Ferguson, this game 75%, so a little bit down on her tournament average.
Room right now.
Little up right now. Don't want to.
No.
I'm not sure she's too happy with this one.
Back 8 might be through. Yeah, back 8's lofty.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
She knew
okay.
straight away
We're
this
back
one
12.
is heavy as well.
Yep, slips right through. And we've seen that quite a lot this week. Teams going at the 5th end break, coming back and just throwing them a little heavy.
30% for this game. Maya Salmiovirta certainly hasn't helped her team's cause. But time to make that up in part 2. Always the next shot.
On teillä. Tee. 14-3. Tasan tee.
Ester. Ei, ei.
That's a better stone.
Vähän innostuttiin. Sori. Tosi hyvä heitto, Maija. How do you run it?
Or hit and roll away.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
the
not
double
bad.
with board. I like that. You don't
Bumper.
need to close it in here. You got it, Dina. Board weight. Okay, little board. Yeah, little
Second
little
stone for Dina Ferguson.
11.
Heavy with her first.
Yeah, it's definitely
You
up.
can see sometimes they overcompensate and too cautious with the second, but this one
Okay, well, you're almost on the nose already.
is targeting that
Good
yellow
throw.
on the button, and away it goes. Hits and sticks.
Yeah,
Sorry, those are hard to
good,
follow.
Dina. That's okay.
Make it really easy, probably. Yeah, it's just so much late
11.
finish. You gotta be sweeping.
Yeah, I think the key thing for Canada is just keep that scoreboard ticking. Scoring your singles. 2 ahead.
Don't
You
have
will
to
get-
try anything too fancy.
You don't have to, no.
It's their 75% for this game.
Tila.
Takakelta.
Tila.
Takavalko.
Lotta.
Takavalko. Takavalko. Takasininen. Takavalkoinen. Sori. 13,5. Se on liukas liivi. Mutta toisaalta saman teki viime
Not the worst call from Finland, just tapping that one
Makkaleerilla.
back. They would have liked to get a little roll underneath, but they may be able to go around this later in the end. So Canada just going to peel this one out and roll underneath themselves.
So 70%.
Whoa! Whoa, Rochelle! Whoa! Dina! Hard to stick! Hard to stick!
Hard.
Really good.
Good shot.
10-7.
I'm on right now.
Canada sitting 2 now.
Good.
As we said earlier, Finland getting the chance to come around this now and do something with that red.
To create something here.
Ihan vähän hiljaisesti, mutta ei paljon. Etukeltainen! Valkoinen keltainen!
To make life just a little bit more difficult for Canada. They've been letting Canada get away with things too easily.
Tee. Tasan tee. Vähän takaa. Vähän takaa tee. Tulee melkein nojalle.
It's a good shot in behind there.
Se oli tasan 14. Joo.
Clean. Clean. Great throws there. Oh, girl.
Opens things up.
Nice toss.
Beauty throw.
Dana.
Nice. Weight was perfect on your first one, so it just came up nicely at the end there.
Good.
Yeah, I think like if
Or
it was
running
big, if it was
really
big at all, it was
straight,
never
yeah.
going anywhere. But you.
Suoja.
Suoja, joo.
No, se on
Vähän
sitten
sama
liukas.
efekti kuin joo, viime pelissä, että tää linja on aika liukas nyt.
Guard being called for.
Guys, to 63% for this game, so playing a bit better than the tournament overall. We saw her make a couple of very good doubles
Tosi kaukana.
earlier on.
Yeah, you're not going to win many games here at the World Championships, still playing 63%. And that one's not even going to make the hog line.
So that will be removed. That's it's just a waste.
Things just not going Finland's way.
Alone with their thoughts. Very lonely place on the ice when it's not going your way, isn't it?
Again, you're asking a career.
Absolutely. That's what your team's there to support you.
No.
It's a team game.
Hair across, it's okay.
There's 4 of you there out nice.
That'll all be down to the skip.
It's like lots of ice to me. What do you think?
What are you showing? Like normal?
Does that feel max to you, Sarah? Yeah.
I like that, Chels. Right up here.
Should be good speed here underfoot, eh?
Speed's nice.
Chelsea, she's 68 for this game. And yet leading the way.
Close.
Speed.
Whoa.
So both skips performing
Yep.
under par.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Let it come out. Good.
Nice nose hit.
Good toss, Chels.
Really good.
Really
Good
nice.
speed, guys.
Yeah, really great throw.
Thanks.
Yep, good support from the team there, good communication,
Good call, sir.
encouragement.
Thanks. Weight was okay?
9-9.
Not much chat in the Finland team.
Tasan nokka noja.
Joo.
Pienempi. Pienempi.
Etuvalko, etusini. Etuvalko.
Unacosta just looking for a freeze on the redstone. Even a little tap to create a pocket.
Etukelta.
Chelsea them to stay off.
Pomppu.
Valkoinen. Täytyy tuoda. Tuolla puolestakin.
Over curling.
Värjää niin pitkälle kun tulee. Vielä.
Ever so slightly. Chelsea Carey has the option of playing the pick, or do you just draw for your 2? Pick for 3, draw for 2.
The pick actually looks pretty easy to me, no?
I like it.
Okay. I'm thinking there with Fern. Do you like that?
Got it, Chels.
Yeah, that yellow one had just been a bit closer and a bit further in. This would not have been possible. And they would have just gone for the 2.
I think we play a straight pick. If it starts to curl, we can come up and hit 3/4 of it. That's okay too.
Okay.
Firm.
Well, big chance for Canada to open up.
Should go pretty straight, same as the one I just threw.
Yeah.
Big advantage.
Yeah.
Last one of the 6. What will be the result here?
Well, this one needs to curl. This one needs to move.
Hard. Gotta go, Dana. Hard. You got it.
Ho, just feathers it to get a single. That curls half an inch more. She gets 3. But got a little lucky. Picked up the single.
She's annoyed with herself, but the margins are so tiny, and it is only 1. Canada 5,
Sorry.
Finland 2.
Try not to. It was almost a hook, but I overcorrected.
I saw the release and thought, okay.
Yeah, it's just straight there. Like, I
Yeah.
think it's okay in a swingy spot,
Yeah.
but you can't. I could have been almost a little soft and got to almost nose and made it that way.
Yeah, no worries.
Just overcorrected, overthought it.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. That's
It's
bad.
okay.
Bad shot. Okay.
Katsotaan kuinka hyvä se suojaa. Ja tarpeeksi lähellä, jotta me päästään käyttämään niitä ja jotta ne ei esimerkiksi kiertele. Tästä liikenteeseen katsotaan sitten turvallisuutta. Tästä saadaan 2 tai 3 vaan.
Nope, I can't touch it.
Oh yeah, it's really tracking.
Oh my goodness, that's not good.
So I wonder what awaits us in this 7th end of our featured game between Canada and Finland. And just when we thought Canada were going to take a surge into the lead with a big advantage, they scored only the 1 in the 6 to make it 5-2. So that will give Finland a little bit of hope. They can secure a couple of points here. Close the gap to 5-4. They have a chance.
Tosi paljon kierrettä.
Tosi lähellä.
Tosi paljon.
Ei tuu pesää.
Joo. Tulla pikkusen pidemmälle.
It was a bad miss for Canada there, Kenny, in that last end.
Yeah, but it was so close to being a really good shot, Alison. You catch even a millimetre more of that finished stone, you're picking up 3.
Mine's good.
Need to put that to the back of your mind though, and focus on the job in hand.
Good.
This one's curling.
Curling now. All you. Line's really good. Curling pretty
Yeah,
hard.
they are still 5-2 ahead, and
Okay, hard.
ends
Pull
are running
eight.
out.
Pull 8 for sure. Fight 4 foot if you can. Good. Good sweep. 14-8.
Full 8, we're good. Good judge, you guys.
It was what you were saying actually earlier, and we heard Chelsea talk about it. She overthought it, overanalyzed, overthought.
Etukeltonen.
Suunta vähän tiukahko.
Kelta.
Keltonen.
Let's head over to Denmark-China game again on sheet C. China with that big lead, 6-end. Denmark hoping to score a couple here.
Yeah, Madeleine Dupont needs to get some points on the board if she's got any aspirations of picking up the win in this matchup. She's throwing the forefoot with this one. And it's going to be a score of 2, but it's still China leading 6-3 after 6. Trying to get in behind that yellow guard. It's a nice shot.
Yep, good placement.
Easy or bumper, solid bumper? Okay. Rochelle. Gotta go. Hard.
What's that, Chell?
10.5.
Okay.
Well, they did all they could with that sweep, but couldn't
Okay.
quite get it to go where they wanted.
Find themselves 5-2 down. A nice hit and roll across the face. That's a really good shot and a nice call. That's going to pose Canada a few problems now.
And there's a smile there from the Finland skip.
I don't know. Nose and then
There.
love that. Made up a double. We could nose it. Yeah, I think so.
Or just even roll into sit too.
Yeah, I think we. Yeah.
Okay. Normal.
Okay.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Just looking for this one on the nose, hold the red stone in on top of it.
Hard. Whoa.
Rolled a little bit off it.
Good throw.
Now Finland with a chance to play a double to line 3.
How the tables have turned. Canada on the back foot for a change.
Have they made the double? This one just needs to curl a hair. Well, sticks it on the back one.
Can I have the same ice? We'll just leave it different.
Yep.
Yeah, same call.
Wilkes play the hit and stay on this wide one. They need to go hard on this one. This one's beginning to curl really hard. And the hit and roll.
That reacted totally different.
It's probably like 9-6.
9-8, but
Okay,
still.
okay. Not a lot less. No, 9-8. This one's 9-4.
Still Finland with chances.
Number 2, US Russia, 5-3, 6th end. Russia, 9-1. Jamie Sinclair with this last stone. And looking for a hit and a stick. Or at least keep the 2 in, and she does. So good performance there from the US skip. It's all square 5-5 after 6.
Well, there's a bit of a mistake. Laid the 2 yellows side by side. And could actually just about make the triple off this. Hit the crotch and spin back up towards the other yellow that's in behind the guard.
We may have an opportunity to force it.
Yeah, I'm just worried if I don't quite make it perfect, then it's still a free. I think we just kill him.
Okay.
Yeah, don't get too cute. Just
like easy
hit the pocket, remove both of them.
And the chances of 3 are gone for Finland.
I actually quite liked the way Chelsea thought about that. She went, okay, I'm going to play the scoreboard. Don't want to give up 3.
Yeah. I think the easier way to make it is to hit yours first, Rochelle.
Okay.
Should go pretty straight.
Yeah. Okay, you got this, Chels.
So expect to see these 2 yellows spilled out.
Clean.
On the point of impact in the right bit. Bang, away they go.
Yeah, really nice shot from Chelsea.
Really good toss, Chels. Really good. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, good shot. Thanks.
Just
Good support from her teammates again.
so nice. Yeah. I like when they're like double. Yeah. Perfect. It's like
Yep, just hit it perfectly there.
Like it's like just perfect. Nice, I guess, if you hit you know, like how like homework this way and not leave it such like you know, like does like
cute.
Yeah. Good shot.
Thanks.
So over to Finland.
Tarvii nousta, Maija painaa!
Both head out. A big sigh from the Finnish skipper.
Yeah. Yeah, we could. Okay.
Just because then there's
yeah,
no,
it's
it's hard.
Quick, like normal quick
I think that's
for
ideal.
sure. No, but it's
Okay, so what kind of ice do you think I need for
I
that?
was thinking here.
Okay.
Done with her yellow
look
sticking
good?
around.
Just a pinch more just to be safe.
Okay. When? Early in the game. Like, yeah, but like fresh, right? Yeah. It was fine.
Top 8?
It was an in between. Yeah. I think it's good.
Do you guys like the speed to this? We can go to this one. I'm just thinking then if we leave her slash, she has a catcher over there.
Yeah, no, this is fine. Yeah, I think this is like full 8. Piece of the 8.
Piece of the 8, yeah.
Yeah, again, I do like this call
Like
from
an in-betweener pass is what we were thinking.
Okay.
Canada.
Yeah, but it might
Just going to ignore that yellow that's tucked in behind. Just going to draw the 8 foot in the open side.
Top 8.
Yeah, you got this, Kels.
Probably force Finland into drawing for their single point.
Okay, that's close. But she kind of killed it there. Top B! Right good. Room! Top B! Room! Okay, just top B. Gotta bite the 8. More if you can.
Gotta go! Gotta be there, gotta be there.
Gotta bite the 8.
Gotta go! Gotta be there. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go.
We're okay, we're okay.
You got a good one, you got a good one.
Sorry.
Really good.
Slight panic, but all good from a Canadian point of view.
Dana made me panic.
And that glimmer of hope that Finland had a little bit earlier is fast diminishing.
Rochelle never had a doubt.
Yeah, they're not even going to bother just throwing the draw. They're going to play the nose hit at the back one. Must make shot for Una Costa.
2 red counters for Canada. Last one of the 6th end.
Yeah, nicely made. Right onto the nose.
She's fairly comfortable with those kinds of hits. So she does secure the point. It promised much a little bit earlier. But it's Canada 5, Finland 3 after 7 ends.
Okay.
Just make sure we score.
Yeah.
2 is a bonus, but so I think same thing, ticks. That path's nice actually for them. I thought that intern might be a little slow, but it didn't seem to be.
No, it was
pretty
good.
nice. So yeah. I think we know the out turn side too, so depending where the guard is, I think we've got.
Yeah, I like it.
Vähän tuli kädestä.
Just pelis!
Just pelis on täydellinen.
Etri pelis. Puoliväli.
Welcome back to our live coverage at the LGT World Women's Curling Championship 2019. We're in Denmark for this year's championship, the 40th anniversary of the Women's Worlds, and it's happening in Silkeborg. This is Silkeborg Sports Centre, where all the round-robin action is happening. And this is our featured game, Canada against Finland. Alison Walker and Kenny Edwards bringing you live commentary on this game. And it's 5-3 to Canada in this 8th end. And it was an opportunity for Finland to close that gap in that last end. But they lost it. Canada securing, forcing indeed just Finland to take 1 point. So it's an uphill battle for them. Canada will play the scoreboard. So look at this, 91% to 77 for the leads. Rochelle been in impressive form throughout this game.
Huono irrotus, Maija. Puoli! Lavoja puoliväli! Asu puoliväli!
Metri pesas!
Voimme vaan!
Puoliväli!
Voimme vaan!
Tuo. Vielä jaksaa. Heijata. Hyvä Lotta.
So 2 good guards up for Finland.
Yeah. Yeah, I've thrown here before. Same as what I've been throwing here, kind of? Yeah, very similar. Little hot. It's close. Oh, it was a little, yeah.
Wait a little up.
Okay, don't need to.
Top
Go
four.
then, Dana. Line's really
Top
good.
four.
Okay, all you. Line's great. Top four. Curling a mile, but okay.
Yeah, Canada trying
Yeah,
to
I see that.
get around the centre, but this one's beginning to move
Sit.
pretty hard.
Okay.
4-1.
Over to Denmark, China, 6-3 there, 7th end. And Denmark in with 1, so China away, drawing for 1 here with her last stone.
干嘛的？线路开就立了，线路非常好就立了，地线就行，线路非常好就立了，带着点儿。线路非常好就立
Super's
了。
just guiding that in. Nicely done. That is 1 point. That takes them to 7-3 after 7.
我要干嘛一说有说要。
Okay. I don't mind it, but I think it's probably down. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's okay if it's
Yeah, Canada just not wanting to really get involved. They've got enough points on the board. Going to try and tidy the centre up. They do have last stone, so they do want to be able to drop their single point should they need to.
good, Dana. Fine.
2 seconds. Neither of which have had a particularly good game. 68 and 46 overall.
Well, that's a big mistake from Finland, trying to come through the gap, taking their own guard off, really doing Canada's job for them. She really has struggled in this matchup.
What I threw that way, that
Yeah. Room right now. Okay, it looks hot to me. Whoa, then. T. Or to it.
Canada haven't really had to be at the top of their game, have they, Kenny?
No, they haven't. Finland have just really struggled to get anything going, and the stone positioning hasn't been great either. Second player really has struggled.
Good, Dana.
Yes.
This doesn't feel like. I'm just having a hard. Like I feel like I'm sliding slow and I'm not. So I just need to. I think that was the right.
Näkyy just kokonaan. Päästäis tähän. Jos pääsee vähän sisäposkeen, niin näin.
Okei.
Olisiko joku hakki?
Hakki on hyvä.
Tai 4.
10 senttiä maks
Kumpi?
väliin.
Ei väliä. Tuo hakki.
Hakki on hyvä. Hieno.
There's still a chance to make the double.
This is the most animated we've seen them in a while.
Just electing to try and push things back of tee. It's an okay shot.
It's got some protection behind that top yellow.
I don't mind the freeze, Charles.
If you freeze right to ours, you could be second.
Hey, hey.
Right in the pocket.
How'd that feel, Dana?
Felt good.
Okay.
It felt like when I threw draw to the button.
Okay. Okay, top four.
Line's
Yeah,
close.
top
It's
four.
on right now.
Okay, top four.
Through.
Yeah, don't need to.
Off, Dana.
Tap me to hair. Close.
Eats the curl.
Tap me to hair.
Eats the curl. Can't tap.
Well, I'm surprised at this call, Alison. The only danger stone for Canada is that long guard. You peel that, and
Really good.
you're never going to have any trouble.
Great shot.
That's a great freeze.
Thank you. They called it timeout. Okay. Good speed. Yeah. Good shot, Sarah.
Comparison of the thirds, round about the same.
Are you done? I was counting.
Hans has picked up
Kyllä se varmaan jotain
in terms
ainakin.
of performance throughout the
En
game.
ainakaan muuta nyt keksi.
How do you get yourselves out of this one?
Varmaan jotain pitää niille tehdä, mä en tiedä, pystyisi tuo tökkiä.
So not surprisingly, they have asked for a timeout.
Se on muu heitto.
Mä tykkäisin siitä, että te pelaatte jonkun pikkutökin, eks niin? Eikö se ole niinku aika samantyyppinen, mitä te äsken heititte, niin eikö se ole ihan hyvä?
Tulisi ihan just samalla heitolla.
Teidän pitäisi saada sen verran liikutettua niitä, että saatte vähän jotain takapesän puolelle, niin hän varmaan kohta piilaa ton noin. Mutta silleen, että teillä on jotakin, millä te pääsette nojailulla niinku hoitaa tämän. No, kun mun mielestä nokka on niinku hyvä osuma, että se on lähinnä se, että mikä se voima pitää olla. Se on varmaan joku... Niin, hakki on aika maksimi. No hakki on hyvä. Joo. Eli koittaa vaan päästä mahdollisimman hyvin nokkaan. Mihin sä laitat merkkiä?
15 senttiä valkoiselle, keltaisen puolelle.
Keltaiselta valkoiselle 15. Joo, se on varmaan aika lähellä.
Mä menen tonne puolelle.
Se on varmasti ihan hyvä.
Hakkes.
Joo. Eikö se äsken ollut
Interesting to see what the call was. I think they're just
I was going to say, how good's your finish?
not very good at all. I think they're just going to like to try and bump something back. Sitting on top of that top red.
Rauhallinen! Läpi! Takasini! Läpi! Takasini!
Suunta tiukka!
And sweeping hard on this one.
Suunta tiukka, pitäkää!
Takavauto!
Line looks okay.
Läpi!
Pidä vielä!
How's that top guard? What's the bump going to be like?
It's okay.
She's shaking her head.
Well, Canada's just going to throw the guard on this.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can. Heel or tap ours, the hair on the high side.
Yeah.
Kind of do both that way. Guard it and then just roll the hair.
Yeah. Kind of similar shot.
Yeah. Even if you froze to it, it's not the worst. Tap it at all is pretty good.
Okay. I think we want to tap it just to make room. Okay, okay. The same ice.
I think I might be tempted to play a little bit of weight. And this just to nudge it onto the button. But by not removing that long guard, they've got themselves in a little bit of a trouble here because one good shot from Finland could result in Canada giving up the steal.
Great shot, Sarah.
Good shot, Sarah.
Is there a triple there now?
Really good.
Really hard on the nose. Get all them reds moving. It might be there.
And we know she likes shots like that.
Miten sä näytti voimaksi? Ei näyttänyt mitään. Okei. Mä 10,5.
Pitäis päästä nokkaan.
It certainly looks as if it's possibly there.
No nokka on niinku paras.
Joo. Yes. Joo. Mikä voima?
10,5.
Joo. Okei.
Just sen takia, että pitää päästä niinku nokkaan asti.
Just need to move that red that's back of tee a couple of feet. That'll bring them 2 yellows in behind that into play, but not playing massive weight, controlled weight. Line's a little high at the moment. This one needs to move. Not the worst result. Still leaves Canada sitting 2 though. I'd like to have seen her taking a little bit more of a gamble.
So neither skip has been having a particularly good game by their own standards. Although Chelsea Carey is a bit ahead of Una Kausta.
This is really scary, but I think we have to guard it. Okay. I don't know what else you do.
Yeah, I agree. Doesn't look like anything else.
No. It's going to leave her some options to sit 100, but...
This is the widest?
Yeah.
So it might be just a little bit heavy to start.
Yeah.
Or you think it'll be around fine?
No, I think it'll be maybe a touch, but...
Yeah, I don't think you adjust too much. Mine was fine.
So she feels she's only got one shot here, Kenny.
Okay.
That's what she's saying. One option.
Yeah, line a bit, Dana. 2!
Mine's close.
2!
Yeah, just to throw the guard on this.
Good, over and off, probably.
Clean. Clean. 2.5. Dana, clean.
Dana,
Just
clean.
overcurl it. Dana, just clean it.
Whoa. Needs to sit.
Sit. Sit.
Good. Good weight. I think it's okay.
I think it does the
Might have
job.
overcurled it.
Sit.
Has it done enough? I think it has.
Hey, Charles.
She feels she
Pretty close.
has overcurled it, but it might be enough.
Jos me annetaan niille tästä 2, me ollaan 4 tässä. Aika paha.
Niin se on.
Yksi on
Niin.
hipsuu tää.
Niin, kyllä.
Ei oo kauhean helppo,
No ei.
mut on mahdollinen.
Joo.
Yksi on se aika vaikee.
Niin.
En mä tiedä, onko tää niinku loppupeleissä kuitenkin
Heitä
kaikkein
se.
helpoin.
Joo.
Se on käytännössä pitää yrittää harjauttaa ohi tästä, jolloin tohon tulee kaikki osuma, mikä siihen tulee, niin todennäköisesti riittää.
Olisiko hakkivoima?
No joo.
Lots of discussion. They only need to hear that second yellow, catch an inch of it.
Tämmöstä voimaa, mutta käy se hakkikin. Se on
Into
aika
the button.
pieni osuma, mikä siihen ja se kuitenkin
Niin mä ajattelin vaan sen takia sitä hakkia, että siinä pitää kuitenkin jonkun verran olla voimaa, että se saa liikuttaa.
Otetaan semmonen, että se harjalla pidetään.
Joo. Okay.
Watching on closely. Her big brother and
Tekis
coach.
mieli ottaa ihan vähän lisää, mutta mä en tiedä. Ota ihan vähän lisää. Semmonen, että yritetään heittää melkein ohi siitä meidän niinku, tonnemmasta kivestä. Sitten me saadaan siihen pieni osuma, niin se menee sinne.
Joo.
Tuntuu niinku, että se on kaikkein mahdollisin heitto.
Mikä sillä? Onko tää hakki? Joo.
This is her last stone here. Can she get hers into position?
They're right in behind this, Alison. I think she's caught the top guard.
Yep, they're standing off it.
think we'll see Chelsea Carey just throw this one away.
Another disappointing outcome for Finland from a pretty positive position.
Yeah, I think they're just going to throw this one away. They're not going to try and come around. If they try and come around, they feather that top yellow, they might end up giving up a steal. So just throw this one away, go 4 up.
Yeah, take what you've got.
Exactly.
Sweetford, like, T just probably needs to be just back T.
Oh, they actually are going for it. I thought they'd called to throw it through.
Just a smidge. Yeah.
Really throwing to nothing with this shot.
Last stone of the 8th end.
We're a little light.
Already line 2.
We're light. Oh, then. We're not there. Okay.
Well, I think Chelsea was a little cautious with that one, and quite rightly so. So it is a score of 2 for Canada.
Yep, they've tightened the screw in this game.
Yeah, like
There's an opportunity there for Finland. They increase their lead. It's Canada 7, Finland 3 after 8.
Not fast. That's real slow, but it's hard to give it a chance too.
Yeah, I thought it might have got into that path you were in. That ran really nice.
That was a nice one. Yeah.
That was wider.
Did not.
Like I thought it.
Like I thought we had like it was a little light.
Back underway here. And this is our featured game between Canada and Finland.
4-7.
And Canada very much in control now after securing those 2 points in that 8th end.
It's been a lot this game. Sorry.
Really just have to keep the concentration levels going, keep the focus.
Probably accurate.
With a couple of ends to go. Finland really have struggled the whole game. They've had opportunities, it couldn't finish things off. You've always got to believe, Kenny, you've got a chance, I guess.
Absolutely. You've just got to keep going. With this 5-rock free guard zone, you only need 1 mistake. And you could pick up a score of 3-4.
Quite a lot of players still getting used to that, aren't they? And don't perhaps see the potential at times for a big number.
Yeah, certainly, Alison. I think most teams just maybe aren't fully up to speed yet of what the best strategy is for their play yet.
Yeah.
It is the first season of it, so
Figured that would happen, but it was hard to call.
teams are still developing their strategy, working out what works for them and what doesn't.
But the potential is definitely there for good scores, good play, aggressive play, offensive play. It's almost like teams just don't want to leave themselves exposed and vulnerable.
Mä sanoisin kyllä, että Maija edestä.
Jääkö se kauas? Joo, jätä siihen.
Yeah, Canada just continuing to peel these guards off, tidy things up. This one looks a little tight. Well, hit and roll to the centre.
Etu Valkonen!
Selvä.
Finland with last stone, trying to get something around this red stone, top of the forefoot. And nudging something onto the button, that works for them.
So how are we doing elsewhere? We have 7-5 Russia over the US, 9th end. Scotland and Latvia are drawing 3-3. And China still leading Denmark 7-4, 9th end. And 7-3 in our game on sheet D. Also in the 9th.
Oh my gosh. Do we have peace? Not yet. Hard, Michelle. Ready to it, ready to it. Never off, never off, never off, never off.
Well, get a piece of that back one.
Good, Dana.
Yep, so just clearing things away, clearing things up, not leaving anything to chance Canada. And not having too many stones in play restricts Finland's options.
Trouble too, but okay.
We have the red to run back still. Yeah. We still have to deal with it.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, please.
Again,
You're okay. I just
just
don't
off for
I don't
this
want to touch this.
guard. Well,
Oh gosh.
that is not what they were after. Absolute disaster, exactly what Chelsea Carey said there.
All right, we'll have a double now.
Finland knows this, they could be sitting 3.
That's fine. Yeah. You'll have a double.
Siis joku semmoinen, ettei jää mihinkään tuplan paikalle helposti. Hä? Silleen, ettei jää tuplan paikalle.
A well worked end and just one mistake from Canada. And
Joo, heitetään se vaan.
You did say that earlier in the end, I have to say. One mistake. And I always say, well, the other team has to make sure they capitalise.
I need to hit and stay with this, though. No. Need to hit and stay. Just hang around in the 12 foot, but put two yellows together. Have they made the double? Oh, they haven't. The red hangs around in the 12 foot to beat that yellow out in the left. Still a chance for Finland to hit and stay for 3. So still chances for Finland in this match. A very laboured 9th end from Canada here.
Yeah, we talked about the concentration levels and the focus. Hard sweep there from the front end. So Finland lie 3. I've not said that in this game very often.
Make one of these? Yeah. 2 shots. You do it?
7 eighths, 3/4.
Okay, you got this, Chelsea. Yeah, let's make it, Chelsea. What kind of weight do you like here?
Good firm.
Okay, let's make it.
So Finland with last stone in this 9th. Canada needing to make a double. To catch this one on the high side.
Can their skipper make amends here? 1, 2, and away they go. Nicely done. Canada can breathe again.
Wasn't easy to call. No. Free throw.
Almost put that one. Just really determined to make that one. Yeah.
Maybe go for a roll in front.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think we'd like.
Costa.
Makes a hit and stay. There's no real double. Could potentially take the slash on. Or just a hit and roll across to the face of the other yellow and hope for a jam.
Okay. Whoa. Easy. Whoa. Easy. Whoa. Whoa. Dana. Whoa. Yeah. Dana. Go, 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 go. Hard roll.
Okay, fine.
Good.
Well, do hit and roll across to the centre line.
That's good. Yeah, good toss, Chelsea. Thanks. Yeah, really nice.
You've got to still think Canada are favourites going home 2 up with hammer.
Olisiko oli hyvä voima?
So last zone of the 9th end. Can Finland secure 2 points here, make a dent into that scoreboard?
Yeah, this one looks good from Unakausta. Nice controlled takeout. Removes the red and scores 2.
She gets 2 to take the score to 7-5 going into the final end. So a little glimmer of hope for this team, but still in control. Canada 7, Finland 5 after 9.
Well, you could almost make the same argument that we made with 3.
That's
not
what
quite.
I was in my head thinking.
You're throwing against 3 though.
Yes.
This time, like it's not just killer rock, so it's not as good. So I don't mind the ticks if you like them.
I think whatever everyone feels.
I think we try the ticks. I mean, we're throwing it through anyway. So if you make the ticks really good, like if we roll one in, it's nice to have a catcher, and if it gets over enough that it's not useful, then I think it's worth trying.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Just pelis. Sit saa Harja. Mun mielestä voi vähän vaihtaa. Joo, on pelissä. Pitäis olla pelissä. Ester kun Harja, jos Harja.
So we're into the 10th end now of a featured game between Canada and Finland.
Loistava. Yeah.
7-5 to Canada. A little wobble from them in that last end that almost opened the door for 3 for Finland. They steadied things and still have that 2-shot advantage. And they have the hammer here, so they'll just want to close this game out now.
Well, we've pushed that yellow into the house. You might be able to see an edge of it, but because it's a free guard zone, anything short of that scoring area can't be removed till the 6th stone of the end. Just make it over the hog line. So them 2 long guards probably won't come into play.
Over to that China-Denmark game. China leading all the way, 9th end. Ray with this hit for 1, and that's enough. That takes them to 8-4. And Denmark are conceding there. 8-4 to China. Their great run, unbeaten run, continues. That's the final score in that one. Denmark, despite their efforts, still without a win, the home nation.
straight through. And
yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. I think it might have been.
I think it's like no hands that kind of got that.
So can Finland get something going? Got one in the top of the 8 foot. They've got a guard on. They really got to hope for a big mistake from Canada now to take this into an extra end or even win this down to 10th.
Stranger things have happened, especially in curling. She's had a tough day in her coaster. A mixed bag.
Clean. Good. Nice, Dana.
Yeah, really nice throw. Canada just trying to do the basics. Keep it simple. Make the yellows go away and run Finland out of stones. With the centre guard, I don't think Chelsea Carey will try and get too cute with anything here and try and make a double. Just peel it off, open that stone up in the house.
Clean.
Heel.
Clean. Clean. Nice throws there. Girl. Nice.
Laittaanko me vielä puolivälisuoja? Vai? Pitää ottaa kakkonen.
Niin pitää.
Nehän avaa sitä.
Mutta mä laittaisin sen ton suojan taakse sitten, jos laittaa sen suojan.
Pitäisikö meidän niinku nyt hakea sitä, että se nousee vähän enemmän?
Limittää. Joo.
Yli.
Joo.
Et.
Okay. Niin siis tää.
Niin. Et sit, kun me ollaan nyt haettu sitä näin.
Niin viivan tuolle puolelle.
Näin.
Haetaan se niinku silleen, että ne on niinku 3 tälleen näin.
Yeah, taking the time over this one.
Jep.
Joo, tehdään niin. Mut sit silti meillä jäisi tää suoja siihen, että me etään seuraavalla määrissä, ne avaa sen suoja, me heitetään suojaa, että siellä olisi se 2. Joo. Joo.
They certainly want to finish well.
Tähän.
Siihen. Joo. Tai vähän jopa vielä.
Give them confidence for their next game.
Puoliväli. Metri.
Suunta hyvä, ehkä tiukka.
Puoliväli. Puoliväli vaan.
Okei. Pidä Lotta puoliväli.
Yeah, Finland really need to start getting some stones in the house.
They need a steal of 2 to level things up.
Heel.
Yep. Yeah. Right up. Right up. Right up. Right up. Gotta go on the shooter shell. Everything should be gone. Go right up. Gotta girl.
Yeah, nice
Good
throw.
Dana. Nice. Good. Nice shot, sir. Thanks. I didn't mind that out of your hand, but when you said hard, I was like, okay.
Okay, sweet then.
She knows what she did.
Sanoisin, että edelleen vaan se sama. Muuten niillä on avoin.
Laittaanko me vielä mun ekalla se ja seuraavalla on pakko tulla pesään?
Musta joo, koska muuten niillä on täällä seuraavalla avoin poisto.
Okei.
Nostaisin ehkä vähän enemmän sitä suojaa. Niin, että siitä olisi pikkasen toi ulkoposki tuolta näkyvillä, että siinä olisi suurempi riski osua tonne.
Mä uskallan pienentää sitä merkkiä, kun jos me tullaan se puoli metriä
Tää on ihan hyvä. Silleen, että se houkuttaa niitä poistaa sitä pesäkiveä. Tai sit jos nää vaan tätä, niin siinä on isompi riski tohon sivusuojaan.
Well, electing to go in this time. You really have to.
They need to have some stones counting.
Ajaa puoliväli!
Voima vaan.
Just pelis!
Okei, sit viekää.
Sit kovaa.
Metripelis!
Ei oo niin paljon, pakko viedä.
Joo, kovaa.
Vie.
No, this one is going to pull up short.
Oh, all their efforts just seem to be thwarted at every turn.
Yeah, just peel the guard, and then Chelsea Carey knows she'll at least see some of that yellow to close the game out.
You have an open hit on your lap. Yeah, Sarah was talking about drawing. I'm like, I think we might peel that.
No.
Yeah,
I think she just have open hit.
should be a nice spot for the peel.
Yeah.
As long as we roll anywhere high.
Okay.
Easy peel.
Yeah. Yep.
Right up.
Hard.
Right up.
Yep.
Right up. Hard, Rochelle. Hard, right out of there. Go.
Hard.
Well, that one over curled, but opens it up enough.
Okay, good. That's fine.
So Finland running out of stones,
Good enough.
running out of
That's okay.
ends.
A little more positive, I guess. I was afraid to set it too much.
Yeah, I guess it's just where you're finding each other.
Okay, got it.
Not my only thought.
Toisaalta sekään ei ole huono, jos me splitataan ne näin.
Se olisi mieluummin, se voitte 13 puolta.
Takavalkoinen!
Ei.
Etukelta!
Ei.
Mä en näe Ester suuntaan.
Etuvalko, keltainen Mats!
Jop.
Etuvalko, etukelta! Etukeltainen!
Jop. Missä?
Finland drawing this one in. They're going to ask the question.
Sit molempia.
Molempia.
Chelsea Carey with a wide open hit. And the odds of the Canadian skip missing this are very, very low.
What percentage would you say?
Below one anyway.
Down? Yeah. Yeah, unless you hear right off. Just, like even just sleep. Like, not hard sleep, but
It's been what might have been for this duo from Finland. They have had chances throughout the game and just haven't been able to take them. So a stone for this 10th end. Crowd are already clapping. Away one goes and only one left. Not enough to keep playing. And that is game over. Canadian fans delighted to watch their team. And another win, that takes them to win number 3. And the final score, Canada 7, Finland 6. Good win for this Canadian team, building on the defeat earlier on today. The bench will be happy. (7-6), the final score.
I'm hungry, Dana. Are you hungry? Yeah, I'm really hungry. Are you taking this? Yeah, I'll take these.
The hair for Joe.
Oh, wait.
So continuing our action, we're moving to sheet A. USA against Russia. Final stone, Elena Govaleva. 7-all in this game. Facing a couple of American counters and getting rid of them both and securing a single point. And that is enough to get them the victory. We had the last stone and that made all the difference. Disappointment for the USA. Missing out just on that final stone. Good win for Russia though. United States 7, Russia 8, the final score. And they're absolutely delighted with that. And that's the final game on inside the arena in this session. Wins for Russia. Wins for Russia, Scotland, China and Canada in this session of the round robin. Canada against Finland, 7th end. And good play from Canada here. Forces Una Kausta, the Finnish skip, into a hit for just one. She makes it. Canada still in the lead, 5-3. 8th end. Already lying 2 in the forefoot. Canada are rightly cautious with this last stone. Happy really to stick with 2 points. They have a 7-3 lead. 9th end. Canada with 1 counting. And Costa has a hit for 2. She makes it and close the gap. Canada still leads 7-5. In the 10th end though, up against it, Finland. They ran out of stones and Canada win 7-6. Good victory for them. So there are all the scores from session 8. USA 7, Russia 8, Latvia 4, Scotland 5, Denmark 4, China 8, and Canada beating Finland 7-6. So where does that leave us? Well, China still leading the way, unbeaten, 5 wins, no losses. Russia and Sweden on 4-1, and Korea, Canada, Japan and Scotland 3 wins. Germany, Switzerland and the US on 2 wins, and Denmark, Finland and Latvia still got time to get some wins on the board.
Chelsea, a very hard-fought win against a tough Finnish side.
Yeah, they made quite a few shots, and I had a pretty easy shot to basically end the game in one end there, and unfortunately threw it a little too positive in a straight spot. So we felt like we had control the whole game, but couldn't quite put it away early, but managed to pull it off, which is all that matters.
A couple of missed shots early on, as you said. How are you finding conditions?
The ice today was lovely. It's the lack of rain outside probably is really helping because it wasn't frosty. It was very predictable. It was a lot less guesswork, which is all we could ask for.
Okay, another good win. Thanks for talking with us.
Thanks so much.
Yep, the victorious Chelsea Carey of Team Canada. Another win for her and for Canada. And that completes our coverage of session 8 of the round robin. Hope you've enjoyed the action. Thank you very much indeed for watching. From me, Alison Walker, and Kenny Edwards, and the rest of the team. Bye for now.